speaker view. Okay, here we go. So is the basically it is the thing that has transformed me in feeling like kind of stuck in my business to gaining momentum again. And the reason is because I post a lot on Facebook Live. Oh, there's Katie. Awesome. I do live videos, and people then, they don't comment a lot on those live videos, but they see them. And that's the social proof factor. It's no big deal that they don't give me comments on my posts because I'm still going to reach out to them. They don't determine whether or not I'm successful. I determine whether or not I'm successful. So I just wanted to, don't be afraid of social media because there's no failing at it. You get to decide how successful you are. I will say you could post anything as long as it's positive and uplifting. You never want to post anything negative. You could even post something like it just ruins your social proof to post negative things. If you've had a bad day, just don't post anything. That would be my suggestion. Or post a quote that really uplifted you that day. So you're just wanting to be that positive influence so that people want to look at your wall. Anyway, so we're going to go with Katie. I'm going to unmute her. Katie Cook. Katie there, girl.
Hey.
Hey.
Yes, I am finally here. I went to the library because my internet sucks because I live in the boondocks. So, yes, so I'm here.
Awesome. Cool. Well, we are going to show you guys a little bit about Instagram and Facebook and how to post stories. And Katie, just before we get started, could you tell us kind of your successes with Instagram and Facebook?
Yeah, definitely. So I am a district manager right now, but I'm so close to qualifying for area. Yes, so exciting. So the craziest thing is that I really didn't know how much social media would be a tool in my business, but honestly, I've grown so much with just reaching out to people on Instagram. I reach out to people on Facebook too, but Instagram has been the main focus for me and my age group and stuff too. So a lot of people are on it just because, they're bored or something like that. But I've been doing a lot of Instagram stories and reaching out to people through direct message on there. And it's been really successful towards growing my business and finding detoxers too. So,
yeah. And so about how many detoxers have you found just through Instagram?
I would say anywhere from 10 to 15. But every time I found a detoxer on there, I've also found a business builder too. So after they've done the detox, they've actually joined on the business side of it as well because they see their results and they're like, well, I'd like to make an income too. And so I've had a lot of success with not only the detox, but the detox leading into the business side. So
awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Cool. So we're going to show you guys really quick. Katie's going to actually pull up her phone and show you how to post an Instagram story. She's going to show you the buttons to push and all that, just so that you feel more comfortable with it.
Okay. Yeah. So let me know if can you see my phone really well? No? Yes? Okay. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to work backwards. But basically to post an Instagram story, you would need to go to this top corner up here where this little camera button is. And then it gives you these options down here. So I know there's a glare and stuff too, so just work with me here. But so it'll say stuff like type, live, normal, and you can swipe away and it says boomerang, super zoom, and all kinds of different fun things you can do with your Instagram story. So not only
can you tell them what they are? They're just different ways.
Yes. Yeah, they're just different ways to post on there. So like the normal picture, you would just take like a selfie or a picture of anything you want to really, and you just post it. You just snap a photo and then we go right there. Or you can always add a photo from this little corner right here. So if you already have a really cool picture, you can just select from there and then you could scroll through your pictures. So there's my cute fiance. Yeah, if I wanted to post a picture of him. But yeah, so you could just pick your own stuff and add it up there too if you don't want to take a picture immediately. And then also have things like Boomerang, which is just a fun little, quick little video that, it just doesn't video much. It just has a cool little,
like 5 seconds.
5-second video. You can go live, of course. So just like Facebook or anything like that, you can go live on Instagram too. But I don't do that as much just because people don't really sit and watch the live videos. But sometimes I do, like I'm opening a new box of protein, or if, I'm showing them how to make a smoothie bowl or something like that. But mainly I just post pictures on there. And then I also do this thing I call a poll. So you can actually go up to here, and I'm going to select a picture.
All right. So just for them to kind of know.
Yes.
So a poll is something that you put on your Instagram story. Okay. So your Instagram story is different than what you'd post on, when you open it up. You can post a picture there, or you can click that top button right beside Instagram. It says camera, or it's a little picture of a camera. You click it. Mm-hmm. There are all these different ways to post other pictures. And when you log on to Instagram, you can see, hey guys, you can see all of these little bubbles at the top of your screen. Those are all the other people's Instagram stories. So it's just kind of like behind the scenes of their life. It doesn't have to be like super perfect. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be anything that you're doing that day.
So like all of these different things up here, those are people's Instagram stories. For you to get to your own personal Instagram story, though, you can hit this little camera up here to add new pictures or a video or whatever you want to up in the top corner.
Katie, can you click on a photo, and then let's go actually to the place where they find all of the different,
Yes.
So this is actually how Katie has found her detoxers. This little poll thing.
Yes.
In her
Instagram story. I'm going to use my fiance as an example. I use him as an example of a lot of things. So you would actually use this little top corner. I don't know if you guys can see what it says or not, yes. But it has little pictures. There's a face, there's little like a pen or a paintbrush, and then there's also letters. So if you hit this little face right here, it pulls up this menu of all kinds of different things where you can post the time, the weather, you can add another picture, you can do hashtags, and that's really important too if you want other people that aren't on your friend list to look at your photos. And that's also really important when you post pictures on Instagram and not just on your Instagram stories, to use hashtags. Now, you don't want to be super obsessive with it because it just looks like a mess. But if you want to use purposeful hashtags that apply to your photo, that would be great. But right here, I'm just going to hit this poll button. And so you see how it asks, you can ask a question, and you can ask a yes or no question. This is a little trick that I've learned. Only ask questions and then only give them yes answers. So I'll ask, does Kent look cute? And then I'll say, heck yes. And then the other one I'll say, of course. So they can only answer something positive. That's kind of helped with my ego a little bit. But yeah, so it's just a little fun thing. If people like answer on the poll or whatever, you can see people that are interested in your Arbonne stuff. So like if you have a fizz stick, like, doesn't this look yummy? Be like, yeah, totally. Or it could be, oh yeah, I can't wait to try some. Just make sure that it's a positive post. But you want to do polls on not only Arbonne stuff, but fun things too that people can have input on. It gives them, a chance to respond and see that they're actually actively looking at your Instagram account. And I'll just give this as an example too. You know how Arbonne's coming out with a new watermelon and strawberry flavor fizz, right? Well, I posted on my story that they were doing that, and I was just like team strawberry or team watermelon, and I had about 40 people click either watermelon or strawberry. And so now that's 40 people that might be interested in trying fizz. And so I have a list of people to look at might be interested in the detox and the fizz and all that stuff.
What that looks like. Do you have that still? Can you pull it up? So this is Katie has found some of her detoxers, and after this, I'm gonna have her take you to the pictures she's made, and there's nothing fancy about them. The little things and the icons in the corner, those are all the different things you can do to your pictures. So they're little GIFs, which are little weird, funny things that you can stick in there. There's hashtags. You can also write with your finger, circle things. Like I'll have my fizz, and then I'll take a picture of myself and I'll circle the fizz and go yum yum, or whatever. Whatever you think is creative and fun to you. As long as you're posting content, that's what's important. And you don't always post on Arbonne, anyway. So do you have that pulled up? Oh.
I don't have that poll still, but I'll pull up the screenshot of the Arbonne thing.
Yeah.
So you know how they had this whole session right here where you're like team strawberry, team watermelon and stuff. So I just took a screenshot from my phone, and I don't know if you guys know how to do that or not, but you just hold down a certain button depending on your phone, and it takes that picture. And then that's automatically added to your photos on your camera roll. So then what I did was I actually went to my camera button up at the top, went to my photos, selected that, and then I created a poll on Team Strawberry. So, sorry guys, it's hard to type sideways. And then watermelon. Like that. And you don't even have to ask a question if you don't want to. You would just finish and say done, and you can zoom it to make it bigger if you want to. And then people can answer what they like on there.
And then it kind of looks like this. You'll have different people that will be listed, and it'll tell you their answer. Mm-hmm. So the difference between a story and a post is a story you can click on who's seen it, and it'll show you every single person that's even looked at your story, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Katie, will you show us your detox thing?
Yes. Detox, my highlight story.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is another cool thing that you can do with your Instagram account. It's called a highlight story. So anything that you post on your Instagram stories is saved on Instagram. But if you want it to be saved to your profile where people can look at that story anytime, you have to create a highlight story. So this is my account right here.